No. I'm both.
They survived wars, they faced monsters, they fought the impossible. But in the end, water took them. Today we're counting down 7 video game characters who met violent, unforgettable deaths in the sea, drowned, dragged under, or lost to the depths. Number 7. Edward Kennewy. Assassin's Creed IV Black Flag. Edward Kennewy lived by the sea. He was a pirate, a privateer, a man chasing freedom across the Caribbean. The ocean was his home, vast, unpredictable, and alive. For most of Black Flag, the sea represents possibility, treasure, adventure, and brotherhood. But Edward's life ends far less gloriously than his legend. Years after the events of the game, he is ambushed in his own home. Though he doesn't canonically drown on screen, Edward's entire existence is defined and ultimately destroyed by the pirate life born at sea. His closest friends die in naval battles. His fleet sinks. His golden age collapses beneath waves of empire and betrayal. The ocean gives him identity and slowly takes everything back. Edward's death is symbolic of the sea's cruelty. It builds legends and buries them. Number 6. Deacon Saint John, Days Gone. While Deacon does not canonically drown in the main storyline, Days Gone repeatedly weaponizes water as danger. Rivers filled with freakers, flooded terrain, broken bridges over roaring currents. There are multiple scripted sequences where Deacon can be violently dragged underwater if overwhelmed. Water isn't just environment, it's a death trap. In the infected world of Days Gone, drowning isn't cinematic, it's desperate. If Deacon falls into deep water without stamina or is surrounded, he doesn't get a heroic death. He panics, he sinks. He disappears beneath murky chaos. The horror isn't spectacle, it's suffocation. Water in this world isn't majestic, it's indifferent. And that indifference kills. Number 5. Booker DeWitt. BioShock Infinite. Booker doesn't die in the ocean, he drowns. At the end of BioShock Infinite, multiple versions of Elizabeth hold him underwater at the moment of his baptism, the point where his timeline fractures. He struggles, he understands, and then he accepts it. Water in BioShock is always symbolic, rebirth, cleansing, ideology, but for Booker, it becomes execution. He is drowned to erase the man he becomes. No gunshot, no explosion, no battlefield, just water filling lungs. The ocean doesn't rage, it simply closes over him. And the cycle ends. That's it. Number 4. Sarah Kerrigan. StarCraft. While Kerrigan's canonical arc evolves beyond death, early story material and alternate campaign outcomes show her forces crashing and drowning in alien oceans during planetary invasions, during many invasions. On water-heavy maps and certain failed missions, her biological swarms are swallowed by abyssal terrain. More importantly, StarCraft repeatedly frames ocean worlds as graveyards, entire Zerg broods sinking into planetary seas after orbital bombardment. When Kerrigan falls in early betrayals, abandoned by Mengs, if I pronounce it right, she is left on a hostile world where flooding terrain becomes part of the massacre. The sea in StarCraft is alien, black, toxic, endless, and it consumes without memory. Number 3. Soap Mac Tavish. Call of Duty Modern Warfare series. Soap survives gunfights, betrayals, nuclear detonations, but in Modern Warfare 3, one of the most intense sequences involves a sinking ship escape. Water floods corridors, metal bends, gravity shifts. You fight through rising water levels as the vessel tears apart. While Soap ultimately dies from injuries later, the sea nearly claims him violently, and countless soldiers drown during that mission. The imagery is brutal. Men trapped behind sealed doors, gunfire underwater, explosions forcing bodies into dark currents. It's not the open ocean that kills. It's the enclosed flood, steel coffin, rising tide, no escape at all. Number 2. Kazuya Mishima, Tekken series. Kazuya is thrown into the ocean violently as a child and again as an adult. After being betrayed by his father, Kazuya is cast off a cliff into the sea below. He survives barely through demonic power, but symbolically, he dies there. That's it. The child who believed in family sinks beneath those waves. Later, in the endless Mishima cycle, volcanic seas and oceanic falls become ritualistic death sentences. Water isn't mercy, it's attempted erasure. And every time Kazuya surfaces, he's less human than before. And we come to number 1. Subject Delta, BioShock 2. Subject Delta's story begins and ends underwater. Rapture, which we pointed out in some previous videos too. The failed underwater utopia is already collapsing. The ocean presses against cracked glass. Leaks spread. At the end of BioShock 2, Delta sacrifices himself so Eleanor, or as the right pronunciation goes, Eleanor, can escape. Depending on your choices, he either bleeds out underwater, is euthanized beneath the sea, or collapses as Rapture floods. I really like this city, Rapture. Reminds me of Atlantis. In every ending, by the way, the ocean wins. Rapture was built to defy the surface world, to conquer the sea. Instead, the sea reclaims it. Delta's death isn't explosive, it's slow. Water seeps in. Pressure increases. Vision fades blue. The ocean doesn't hate him. It simply takes him back. Last time we talked about what? Yeah, characters who never got their love. This time they didn't even get to breathe. If you haven't watched that emotional countdown yet, go check it out next. subscribe for more deep dive gaming breakdowns, and thank you for staying with me through the end of the video. Take care, by the way, and farewell.